Hello everyone, my name is Nabila Latifa Azahra, and here I want to tell you my summary about interruption in English. Interruption is not always negative and is often even unavoidable. And interjection can be necessary for a number of reasons. You might interrupt a conversation too, giving a message to someone, ask a quick question, give your opinion on something that has been said, or you can also join a conversation. If you find yourself needing to carefully interrupt a conversation for any reasons, there are certain forms and phrases that you should use so as not to offend or otherwise upset anyone. Though interruption is often justified or forgivable, this conversation technique should be used sparingly. An interruption is essentially a pause. When you pause a conversation, you will almost definitely draw attention to yourself. So it's important to make sure that your reason for interrupting will be seen as valid by the whole group. So, giving someone important information, asking a quick question, sharing your opinion on something said, or interrupting to join a conversation are all acceptable reasons for pausing. Keep in mind that interruptions should generally be accompanied by either an apology or permission-seeking question. You should also keep your interruptions as short as possible so that a conversation is not derailed by the interruption. You can use these short phrases to efficiently deliver a message or get someone's attention mid-conversation. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you're needed in the meeting room right now. I apologize for the interruption, but I had to quickly let you know that you're needed in the meeting room now. Or you can also saying, pardon me, I have to tell you that you're needed in the meeting room right now. No matter what the situation, these short phrases allow for brief questions during a conversation. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I don't quite understand, blah blah blah. Sorry for the interruption, but could you repeat blah blah blah? This will only take a minute. Would you mind telling me about blah blah blah? I apologize for the interruption, but I have an important question about blah blah blah. Alternatively, you can use questions as a polite way of joining a conversation, like could I jump in? Or you can say, do you mind if I say something? If you feel that you have something to share or comment, use these phrases to considerately do so. Like this. This makes me think of what? Interesting that you say that become blah blah blah. Or you can saying your points sound an awful lot like something else. This will be unwelcome interjection when they are not relevant, happen too frequently, or are impolitely executed. So always pay respect to a speaker you are stopping and never make it seem like you believe what you have to say is more important than what was already being said. Sometimes you will want to join a conversation that you were not originally a part of. In these cases, you can insert yourself into a discussion without being rude using these phrases. Would you mind if I join? Or you can say, sorry, if I may, I feel... Tell your opinion. Just as you will sometimes need to interrupt, you will sometimes be interrupted. If you are the speaker, it is up to you to determine how to proceed. Decide whether you want to reject or allow an interruption and then respond accordingly. You do not always need to allow an interruption. If you were interrupted rudely or believe that you should finish your thought first, You have the right to express this without being considered impolite. Use one of these phrases to firmly but respectfully redirect the conversation back to yourself. Please let me finish. Can I continue, please? Let me wrap up my thought before you start. Or, would you please let me finish? You may choose to allow an interruption if you do not mind being stopped. Respond to a person who has asked if they can interrupt you using one of these expressions. No problem, go ahead. Sure, what do you think? That's all right. What is it that you want? Once you've been interrupted, you can continue where you left off when you were interrupted with one of these phrases. I'd like to return to my argument. I think enough here from me. If there is any mistake, forgive me please. Thanks for your attention and goodbye. See you next time.